Alright, good evening. Welcome. This is So with Elma. Welcome to another live tutorial. Please, I'm not making use of my mic because my phone's battery is very low. I'm supposed to connect to this mic so that the audio would be louder and clearer, but or more clear. But um, I'm not making use of the phone because the mic rather because my battery is very low and I'm currently charging as I'm live. Yep, yep. That's what's up. So we're making this style just like the thumbnail. It's a Vicky James dress, but we're making the upper bodies. And let me just quickly show you the style again. Oh no. Sorry, I'm looking for the picture. Okay, this is the picture. So this is the look. Okay, it's a bustier. It's a bustier, but the twist of it is that it has a lacing in front, in the middle. Now, I want you to get this right. This lacing is not the opening. This lacing is not the opening for this dress. The opening is at the back. That is, this particular dress will either have a zipper at the back or another lacing at the back, excuse me. So the front part is just for the style, alright? It's just for the style, it's just for fashion, for a fizzy. It is honestly not for the opening. It is not the channel where you can actually have that space to put on your gown, alright? So the opening, there'll still be an opening at the back. There'll still be an opening at the back. I want to confirm that I'm being heard. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're just starting. Do well to like the video so that more people can join. So I was talking about this style, right? We're just starting. This Vicky James style, and like I said, that lacing in front. Before we start the tutorial proper, the lacing is front. It is not a channel. Hi, it is not a channel where you can wear the clothes. It's not. It's that place is just for fashion. It's just for why the African top. Thank you. Please like the video so that more people can join. So the front, right, is just for fashion's sake, all right. It's stylings, just to make the clothes or the gown look more beautiful. There is a channel at the back where there will be a zipper or another lacing that you can open or loosen to put on the dress. That's what I want. That's the point I want to make before we proceed to the tutorial. And for this tutorial, I'll be doing the upper bodies. Okay? Just the upper body. So from the top to the where the basking is, alright? That's what we're working on. Okay, so please don't forget to like the video so that more people can join. This is So with Oma, and I hope you can hear me. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is a sewing tutorial channel, a channel where when you come you get to see pattern drafting tutorials, how to cut certain styles and all. So please, I've never seen pajamas made with the African texture. Okay, Africa will always unite. We will unite in Jesus' name. Amen. So you get to see it. I'm currently putting on one. Let's just dive into what we were here for, right? So do not forget to keep liking so that more people can join. And without wasting much time, let's go into the reason why we're here. So here with me, I already have my pattern paper. Let me move this back a bit. Oh god. All right. So I already have my pattern paper. This is what I'll be working with, and I have my curve rulers and my marker. Okay. So my marker. This is what I have. So now the first thing I want to do is to get my baseline. I always do that. It's very important. So you have a baseline to work with. So I get my baseline. Yeah, so this is my baseline. This is where I'll be working with. Thank you. Alright, so now what we want to do now is to get the shoulder. So I'll just work with the measurement I have. The shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8. I'm going to also break that down to get my chest line. I hope you can see. So from this baseline, I'm going to come down by my 8 inches. That's bringing down my shoulder to get my chest line. That's how I get my chest line, alright? So after that is done, I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect, right? So on this chest line, I want to get my armhole. I'm going to go by 8 inches. This same 8 inches here, I'm going to take that on the chest line, alright? Using my straight ruler, I'll connect. Okay, I'm going to connect. And then to get my armhole, the first thing I'll first do is to come down by 1 inch. This will serve as my shoulder slope. And then on this part here, from this 1 inch from my shoulder slope, I will put my tape rule to the chest line, and then I'm going to get the midpoint. The total amount of this is 7 inches, right? So divided by 2 is 3.5, and that will be the midpoint. And then from the midpoint, I come out by half of an inch. Using my curve ruler, I'm just going to connect like so to form my armhole, right? So I'm just going to connect like so to form my armhole. And here we have it, right? Then for the neck, I want to also be working with the picture, all right? This is the picture. This is what we have. This is a picture. The neck is actually wide. The neck is actually wide. It's not the regular neckline. It's actually wide. So for the neck, I'm going to use about 5 inches. I'm going to use about 5 inches or 6 if, because the neck is really wide. But let me work with 5 inches or 5.5. Let me work with 5.5, right? Then coming down, the depth is also, um, you know, it's deeper, right? It's deeper, so it's not the regular depth. Coming down, I'm going to come down here by, let me just say 5 and 5.5. Let's just do it 5.5 by 5.5, right? So 5.5, and it's a square neckline. It's a square neckline. So I'll go 5.5 and then 5.5 on this side. Okay. Yeah, so we have it, right? Please, I hope you can hear me and hope the network is still good. Oh my god, let me confirm that you can hear me. I hope the network is still good. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Please, thank you. If you can hear me, let me know. Alright, so we've gotten our neckline, right? This is our neckline. Connect our shoulder slope like so. So connect our shoulder slope like so. So we have our armhole, and that's that. The next thing I want to do is to get all my points. That's my bust point. The bust point is 10. The under bust point is 13. The waist point is 18, and then I'm also going to go down because there is a basque. All right, so it's not the usual to the waist point, right? There is a basque, so I'm going to go down by 4 inches after my um waist, right? My waist is 18, so 18 plus 4, that's 22. So I'm going to go down by 4 inches, 22. All right, so I will just continue with the points here so that I can connect all the points together. Bust point, under bust, waist point, and then 22. This 22 will be used for the basking, right? To bask. Okay, so I'm connecting all the points together. I'm connecting all the points together like so, using my straight ruler. So this is my neckline, obviously, my neckline, right? And now this is the chest line. This is the bust point, the under bust point, the waist point, and then let's just say the length. Okay, let's just call this the length. So I hope you can see, right? I hope you can see. So let's just call this the length. The next thing I'm going to do now is to get all the circumference. So I'm starting from the chest line. So it's on the chest line that I get my bust circumference, all right? So my bust circumference is, the bust circumference for this particular person is 40. So 40 divided by 4, 40 divided by 4 is 10. It's 10, right? So I put 10 here. So usually, if there is a sleeve, I usually used to add 1 inch after the 10. After getting my bust circumference, I usually used to add 1 inch here for ease, so that when you're fixing your sleeve, it's not too tight. Okay, but since there is no sleeve, you just leave it that way. But if you're adding sleeve to yours, you add 1 inch. If it's a very stretchy fabric, then you don't need to add 1 inch. Okay. Now you leave the bust point, you come to the under bust point, alright? Now the under bust point, you get your under bust measurement divided by 4. I've gotten mine, that's 8. On the waist point as well, you do the same thing. That's 8. Then on this part as well, you do the same thing. That's 8 inches. So what I'm just going to do is get my curved ruler and connect all these points together. Connect them like so. Connect them like so. Okay. Connect them like so. Let me quickly check. Okay, yeah, connect them like so. So this is this about this part, right? The next thing we want to do is to now get the bustier first. We will get the bustier first before we get the opening. Sorry, let me quickly close my marker. You will get the bustier before the opening. Sorry, I want to show you the style again. Oh, I missed it. So this is the style. So you get the bustier. We'll get the bustier before the middle lacing, right? So we're going for the bustier now. So this bustier starts from the neckline. So that's why you can choose to go below 5. It's your choice. You can choose to go below 5. You can do 6 inches. I mean, it's your choice, or the choice of your client, how much open they want it to be, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is on my neckline, or from my neckline, I'm going to mark the nipple to nipple. The nipple to nipple for this client is 8 inches. So divided by 2, that's 4. So I'm going to get the nipple to nipple. Alright? The nipple to nipple, all the way, I'll mark all the way down. That's 4 inches. 4 inches. All the way down. Now use my straight ruler to connect. So I've connected. All right. So now on the under bust, the side piece on the under bust, I'm going to mark 1.5. So from here, I'm going to mark 1.5, and then from the center piece, I'm going to mark half. So depending on how much curve you're looking for, all right. So for me, the center piece, I want it to be curvy, but not all that curvy. So I'll do this, connect it like so. Flip my curve ruler and also do this. Yeah, and also do this. Yeah. So we have this. Okay. Now the next thing I will do for my bust tightening, which is very important, I would come out here by 1/2 inch or 1 inch, 1/2 inch or 1 inch. So I took 1 inch, and so what I'll just do is placing my curved ruler like this, I'm going to connect. Like so. All right. So I'll just connect like so. Yeah. So I'll just connect like so. This is my bustier, right? Now on this part, what I'll do is I'll come here and take 1 inch in from the nipple to nipple. So I'll go in by 1 inch, right? And then connect from the under bust like so. Then on this center front, I'm going to just connect back to the nipple to nipple line like so. Alright, so we have this done already. This place can go straight like this. It can go straight like this. Alright. So we have this done and dusted, right? The next thing we want to do is to get our lacing. This the main style of this actual dress or this gown. This lacing in front. Now for the lacing, we'll come to the center front. We've gotten our bustier, right? We've gotten this already. Now we'll come to the center front. You can choose to go from the center front in by 2 inches. It just depends on what you want, how wide it is. Now remember, I said this is for fashion. You are not going to be opening this. This place will stay covered. After you open this, you're going to get a panel, a modesty panel to close it inside. The modesty panel will close it inside. So the lacing is just for fashion. You see some styles like that, they have it like that. Even some bags have it. But the opening channel is at the back. You still need to have a zipper at the back. So what you do now is to go from this place. You can decide to have 2 inches or 1.5. But I'm going to take 2 inches, right? So 2 inches. I'm going to take 2 inches, right? So from the neckline, you see that I'm taking it from the neckline. Now you're going to come to this part. You can decide here you want to have 1 inch. This place doesn't need to be that open, doesn't need to be too open. Let me show you the style again. It doesn't need to be too open. You can see it on this part sef, it's not even up to. So remember, this paper, I'm doing it singly, but when you are placing it on your fabric, it will be on fold. So by the time this 1 inch now, by the time it's unfold, the opening space will now be 2 inches. So you see that you can actually decide to reduce it and do like maybe 1/2 inch or so. But do 1 inch because you still need to lace it so that it will be firm, it will come together. So 1 inch is still fine. So by the time you lace it and drag it in, it will be 1/2 inch, alright? So the next thing I'm going to do is just to place my ruler like this. You see that I didn't mark any other thing on this place. I just started from here and then here. So what you just do is you place your ruler like this and then just connect like so. So this place is going out. This place now is going out. This place is going out. This is where the lacing is now. So this is where you have your lacing. Alright, so this is where you're going to have your lacing. This is where you're going to have your lacing, right? This is this place now. This is where you have your lacing. This place is going out. You're going to cut out the modesty panel when you're sewing to cover it so that it's not exposed. Now, the next thing we want to do is to basket. So the basking, you can go from your exact waist point above your waist point or below your waist point. It just depends on the shape of your client and what you are looking for. So you can go on your exact waist point for the basking, the above your waist point or below the waist point. For me, I want to do a little bit above my waist, yeah, above my waist point. So I'll go 1 inch above, 1 inch above. So this is not exactly half length. Then the next thing I'm going to do is from this 1 inch, I can choose to use a straight ruler and roll it this way, or I'll make it curved. I'll make it curved, right? I'll just curve it this way. Either I make it curved like this, or I use a straight ruler. So I think I like the curved one. So I'll use the curved ruler and just connect like so. And just connect like so, yeah. So here you have it, alright. You already have your basque, and then you have the corset lacing in front. This is basically what it is. The next thing you want to do is to replace your dart. Replacing of that is very important. It's very important. So on this place I took 2 inches. I'll replace it. And the bottom here I took 1 inch. I'll replace it. I'll replace it. Because this lacing is fashion, you are not snatching. This is not a snatch work. This is not a snatch work. If you want to snatch, you can choose. If you want to snatch, right, you can choose to minus from this dart replacement maybe 1 inch here, and okay, sorry, you can choose to, we don't have anything here. I don't need this replacement. I don't need it. I don't need this replacement here because it's a basking. It's not a full half length. So on this part you can choose to minus. So this place now I'll bring my 1 inch here instead of down here, 1 inch here. So you can choose to minus if you want it to be snatched. But since you don't want it to be snatched, or if you don't want it to be snatched, you leave it this way. Just replace your dart and connect. Find a way to connect like so. Find a way to connect. Okay? And then find a way to connect this way. So if you notice, I didn't use this exact place. I didn't use this exact place. It means automatically I've kind of like reduced the underbust, which is not bad. Reducing the underbust will help it stay firm. Reducing the underbust will help it stay firm. So even after you snatch and you have your zipper, the underbust will stay firm and it will help your bust, right, to stand well. So this is basically it. This is what it looks like. We're going to cut out now. Let me get my scissors so that we can cut out. So remember, the first thing we're cutting out is this one. The first thing we're cutting out is this. Alright, so this is going out. This is going out. Then we cut out your neckline. Cut out your neckline. Okay, then the basque area. I don't used to leave it sharp like this. So I'll just find a way to, like, make it a bit curved. Something like that. Alright, I do this. So you see the way I went here? I didn't curve it like this, I still went straight. If you curve it like that, you're going to have issue with joining. Definitely gonna have issue with joining. So now I cut out my armhole. Let me take this out so we'll have a clearer picture. Oh, so this is it basically. This is the lacing part that we cut out. Let me bring it out so that we can see. So this is the lacing part that we cut out, right? That is supposed to be here, but this is cut out. So now when you want to cut your modesty panel, you will need this. So you're going to place this on your fabric. Your fabric will be on fold, and then you place it this way for your modesty panel, all right? So that you can have an inner for your modesty panel, because that place you can't leave it open, except of course if that's what you want. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to pieces it now. Just to pieces it now. Okay, so then you have this, your center front. This is your center front. and this is the side piece, right? So this goes in like this. This goes in like this. Okay. Connect, connect, connect like this. So this is it. You have it all the way. Connect it like so. Basically what it is. Here we have it. So you can just say, so that you don't make any mistake, oh, like I'm about to. See it, I was just about to make a mistake. So you don't make any mistake. Yeah, this goes like this. Yeah. So you can put this now. This is your center front, right? So you do one and you do two. So facing the arrow facing each other. Yeah. And honestly, this is it. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. You have it here. Thank you for joining. I'm going to save the live. I'm going to save this live so that you can go back to the video and watch again. Oh, so this is basically it. This is basically everything about this style. The upper bodies, like I said, we're treating the upper bodies. For the back, it's just to cut, the way you normally cut your back with shoulder the same amount, or you can make it higher depending on what you want. Cut it like that and then add your zipper allowance. Basically, that's just it. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, and yeah. Thank you. Till we see in the next tutorial. Subscribe, turn your notification bell, or always be coming live so that whenever I come live, you get notified and you can join on time. All right. Thank you. But I'll be saving the video. Bye bye.